Natural physics is a concept astrophysicist Leroy Larry developed that explains in down-to-earth scenarios how the principles of physics could have come about from observing nature. Each episode begins with a scenario, followed by an example to illustrate the application of these principles in futuristic research at the frontiers of science, such as Leroy's astrophysics doctoral research, and then concludes with an exploration of how these same principles could have very well been used by ancient cultures and civilizations. Mathematics is naturally encountered and incorporated as the exciting and fun tool of science that it is. Science is the window into our amazing world of nature, and mathematics is the tool to open that window. Natural physics encompasses current, futuristic, and ancient physics, and ties them together by the principles of physics that are common threads running throughout each.
I am so very happy to be here. This is my first time giving a commencement speech, and I very much appreciate all of you giving me this opportunity. Congratulations on your achievement in graduating from high school. Congratulations. Applaud yourself. Come on. Excellent. You're on your way. You're on your way. Now, as you decide who you want to be and what you want to do, follow your passion. Follow your dream. Mr. Morales, could you tell me how to say that in Cábecar? Follow your dream?
Or you can say in Spanish, siga sus sueños.
Okay, but how would you say it in Cábecar?
I'm not sure how to say it.
You know what? You sent me, hold up, please excuse me. And you'll be good at it because you are doing what you love to do. You'll never get tired of doing it. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. In deciding what your passion is, what your dream is, sometimes a good place to start is to remember back to when you were a child. When you were little, what was it that you loved to do? That was your dream. That was your passion. What was it? A lot of times that's a good clue to what your dream is, to what your passion is. To remember back to when you were a child. Following your dream and your passion will take you places you never thought you would go. And by the way, you graduating from high school, your talents and your skills will be very much needed here in your community and out there in the global community, in our global community, the world. The world needs your skills, it needs your talents, just as your community does. So to follow your dream, it may mean going out there, traveling from your community. I had to do the same. And to show you what I mean, I would like to share with you some of my journey of following my dream, my passion, my love of exploring the unknown mysteries of outer space and the mysteries right here on Earth. My journey to go from my community to become a scientist. I was born and grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, which is in the Midwestern part of the United States. My mother was from Alton, Illinois. Her name was Mamie. My father, he was from Crowley, Louisiana. which is in the southern part of the United States. All Illinois is in the midwestern part of the United States, like Omaha is. Louisiana is in the southern part of the United States. His name was Leroy, as is mine. I'm named after him. He was Leroy Sr., I'm Leroy Jr. Luckily for me, they met, got married, and here I am, right? I wish I could have gotten to meet my grandparents, my parents' parents. I wish I could have. This is my father's mother. Her name was Caroline. This is my mother's mother. Her name was Minnie. Her mother was Cherokee Indian, which is one of the indigenous peoples of the United States. Just as you are an indigenous peoples of Costa Rica, my great-grandmother, part of my heritage, Cherokee Indian, is indigenous peoples of the United States. I want to congratulate you on holding on to your culture. Many indigenous peoples unfortunately lose their culture from pressure from the world. You hold on to your language, hold on to your culture. It's a treasure. It's priceless. Never lose your culture. I remember being 7 or 8 years old, playing out in our backyard in Omaha, digging up dead tree roots and imagining, oh, I discovered dinosaur fossils, right? I discovered Tyrannosaurus rex claws, right? Oh, I discovered pterodactyl claws. That's what I imagined, digging them up 7 and 8 years old. And my parents, they bought me a very small telescope that I would look up at the moon through. And I would wonder, wow, I wonder if people can live on the moon. I wonder if there's people or other kind of creatures living on other planets in outer space. So from a very, very young age, I knew I wanted to be a scientist. Remember me saying a lot of times, a good place to start for your dream, for your passion, is to remember back to when you were a child. So I always knew I wanted to be a scientist, but I just didn't know what kind of scientist I wanted to be. I had no idea. After 11th grade, after 6th grade, I was 11 years old, and my school, it closed down. So I, along with other students, we were bused out to a new school, way on the other side of town. It was scary. We didn't know what to expect. New school in a whole other part of town. Long before I became a member of the Galileo mission to Jupiter, this was my first interplanetary expedition. It felt as if we were going to another planet, an alien world, aliens, alien encounters. None of us knew what to expect. It was very scary, leaving our neighborhood, our community, to go to another school. We didn't have anything to worry about. Just as I had my friends in my neighborhood and in my community, I made new friends at the new school. And all of these friendships stayed with me as I went to high school, where you are now. Now, the high school I went to, if you were interested in science, your first year of high school, 9th grade, freshman year, you took a class called physical science, where you learn about laboratory equipment, Bunsen burners, test tubes, laboratory techniques, how to do an experiment. And then your second year of high school, sophomore year, 10th grade, you took biology. And then your third year of high school, your junior year, you took chemistry. 11th grade, you took, 11th grade, you took chemistry. My 12th grade, 4th year of high school, senior year, my high school decided to offer for the very first time physics. And what's physics? Sounds cool, sounds physical, right? Physics. So I took the class. I actually still have my physics book. I was going to bring it, but it's kind of heavy, so I didn't bring it. When I took the class, I found out that physics is the science that tries to understand and tries to explain all the amazing phenomena that occur around us in nature. Light, sound, gravity. Physics is the science that tries to understand that. And a whole lot of mathematics is involved, I'll talk about later. So I took the class. I didn't do that good in it. I passed it. I just barely passed it. But it didn't matter. I had found the science for me. I wanted to be a physicist. I wanted to be a physicist. I wanted to be in the science that explains light and sound, gravity. Why does my pen fall? Physics is the science that tries to explain that. Following my passion, my dream, I knew I had to go to university. I had to go to college. So I went to university to major in physics. Now, when you go to college, you may already have an idea of what you want to major in. Like I'm sure I want to major in physics. However, when you're in college, you're required to take other classes in other areas. History, literature, art. And there's a reason for that. Even though you think you may know what you want to do, there could be an area out there that you don't know about, right? You don't know about until you got to college. So the reason why you're required to take classes in different areas is so that you can look around, discover new areas, make sure that you want to major in what you're majoring in. So take advantage of that. When you go to university, you may have a good idea what you want to major in, but take classes in other areas, just in case there's something out there that you like better. Now, when I was in college, again, I found out you have to take a lot of mathematics. And my mathematical background was not that good. So I didn't do that well in some of my math classes. And I had to take them over again. And also, without my parents, I could not have went to university. No way. No way. But I still needed to work to help them, to help me go to college. So there's times when I had to get out of school and work to make money so I could continue going to college. But while I was out, I took part-time classes in mathematics to strengthen my mathematical background. Hey, it's not for example, on average, it takes about 4 years to go through college. Well, it took me 8 years. It took me twice as long. Because not only did I have to take some of those classes over again until I got it, but I had to get out and work. But that's okay. It doesn't matter the route you take to get to where you want to get to. It doesn't matter the path you take to follow your dream, to follow your passion. The important thing is to get there, right? There's all kind of ways to get to a destination. as long as you keep going and you get there.